The naming ceremony. The glorious stories of Lord Krishna continue, as tonight we will travel to the beautiful town of Gokul, where Nanda Maharaj was expecting the arrival of Garga Muni, the family priest of the Yaduvats. The house was filled with rich aromas, from sweet saffron to warm cinnamon, and even a tinge of fresh ginger was in the air as Mother Yashoda was cooking for her awaited guests. Late in the afternoon, as the sun began to set, Garg Muni arrived at the home. Nanda Maharaj was very pleased to see him and immediately stood up with folded hands and offered his respectful obeisance. He received Garga Muni with the feeling of one who is worshipping a great deity, and offered him a seating place. And when he sat down, Nanda Maharaj offered him a warm reception. Addressing him very politely, he said, "Your appearance in a householder's place is truly to enlighten us, as we are always engaged in household chores and are forever forgetting our real duty of self-realization. Your coming to our house today has brought us great joy, as you will give us some enlightenment about spiritual life. Additionally, we seek your blessings for the naming ceremony of our 2 baby boys." Garga Muni was a wise sage that had underwent many austerities and penances, and was truly connected to the divinity of Lord Vishnu. Thus he reminded Nanda Maharaj that Kans was looking for the son of Devki, and said that if he performed the ceremony very magnificently, it would only come to the notice of Kans, who would then become suspicious and bring further trouble to Gokul. In return, Nanda Maharaj therefore requested Garga Muni to perform this naming ceremony without anyone's knowledge, and Garga Muni smilingly accepted. Taking no chances, the naming ceremony was performed as secretly as possible in the cowshed of Nanda Maharaj. Just few close family were present as Garga Muni began the auspicious Vedic recitals. Thereafter, opening his eyes, Garga Muni looked towards Nanda Maharaj and said, "I will begin firstly with the son of Rohini. This boy of yours will be very pleasing to his family members and relatives, and therefore he will be called Ram. In the future, he will be extraordinarily strong, and therefore he will also be called Balram. Additionally, because your family and the family of the Yadus are so intimately connected, he will attract them to follow his instructions. Therefore, his name will also be called Sankarshan. Garga Muni then informed Nanda Maharaj, as far as the other boy is concerned, this child has taken different bodily complexions in different yugs. First of all, he assumed the color white. Then he assumed the color red. Then the color yellow. And now he has assumed the color black. Besides that, he was formerly the son of Vasudeva. Therefore, his name should be Vasudeva as well as Krishna. Some people will call him Krishna, and some will call him Vasudeva. But one thing you must know, this son has had many other names due to his different pastimes. Garga Muni gave Nanda Maharaj a further hint that his son will also be called Girdhari, because in the future he will be lifting the Govardhan hill. Since he could understand everything, past and future, he said, I know everything about this boy's activities and name, but others do not know. This child will be very pleasing to all the cowherd men and cows. Being very popular in Vrindavan, he will be the cause of all good fortune for you. Because of his presence, you will overcome all kinds of material calamities, despite opposing elements. Garga Muni continued to say, my dear King of Raj, in his previous births, this child many times protected the righteous persons from the hands of rogues and thieves whenever there was a political disruption. Your child is so powerful that anyone who will become a devotee of your boy will never be troubled by enemies, just as demigods are always protected by Lord Vishnu. So the devotees of your child will always be protected by Narayan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This child will grow in power, beauty, opulence, in everything on the level of Narayan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, I would advise that you protect him very carefully so that he may grow without disturbance. Finally, Garga Muni informed Nanda Maharaj that Lord Narayan gave a son who is equal to him. At the same time, he indicated, your son will be disturbed by so many demons, so be careful and protect him. In this way, Garga Muni convinced Nanda Maharaj that Narayan himself had become his son. After giving this information, he returned to his home. Nanda Maharaj began to think of himself as the most fortunate person, and he was very satisfied to be blessed in this way.